And since we have the belly exposed on this big Skulltula, we can snipe it with the good old slingshot instead of having to go up and go toe-to-toe with it. We also have these eggs up here. If you're a good shot, you can actually destroy these. If you are feeling like you don't want to be cool and hip, you can go into the center of the room. You'll have to fight some enemies. But hey, might as well get the preemptive, you know? Get them out of the way while you can. Let's go ahead and burn this web down, even though we can't really do anything. And let's go and burn this web here. We'll open up a little hole in which we can crawl into. Let's go ahead and grab another Deku stick, though. What's up, brother? Not too shabby. And let's take a nice crawl in through here, eh? Alright. Making our way out. Let's survey the room here. We got a nice spider web here. Although there appears to be not the means to be able to jump down and land on it. Even though we so we'll have to use another, well, we'll have to use essentially another means to get rid of that spider web. But first, got this block here. Let's go ahead and push it all the way forward. Yes, I know, Link's not the strongest individual, but then again, he's a child. He's like 9 in this game. Do you expect him to be like Superman or something? I don't think so. But you want to light up the stick here. Take a nice run all the way to this block. You can do a roll jump. It kind of extends your jump a little bit. Crouch on down. And there we go. We're in the final room before what appears to be a very skull-looking like room here. And if you remember from that Deku Scrub earlier, we have to punish these Deku Scrubs here in the proper order. So let's go ahead and hit number 2 here. We've got number 3, it appears on this side. So let's go ahead and bounce this back at him. And presumably the last one here. And it was correct. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. Because that makes sense. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Now, something I should stress before we go and take on Queen Goma, who's in the next room. Deku sticks are pretty powerful. They're the equivalent of a weapon we're going to be getting later in the game, and I'm actually going to be using it in this boss fight to kind of showcase it. Let's go ahead and walk in here. We got this little camera zoom in. It's a very spooky and creepy room we got. Oh, and what's this? We're sealed in. So we got some noise that's going on. If we go ahead and go into first person and look up, check it out. The parasitic armored arachnid Goma. So what you want to do here is basically whip out the Deku Nuts. And what I was talking about earlier, the Deku Sticks are pretty powerful. Let's go ahead and see what Navi says. Goma. It's one of the parasitic monsters inside the Deku Tree. Its eye is vulnerable when it's red. So, we'll take that advice into mind. Let's go ahead and whip out the slingshot here. It's going to climb to the ceiling, and what it's going to try to do is spawn more enemies into the field. And we don't want that to happen, so whip out the slingshot, get some Deku Sticks out, and there we go. You kill it a lot quicker. But yeah, there we go. First dungeon down, first boss down, not too bad. After you kill a boss within a dungeon, you will be rewarded with a heart container. These basically extend your life meter in the upper left-hand corner. And yeah, let's go ahead and go into this portal here. And let's just dip out of here after that solid accomplishment. Good boss, good first boss for a game that was first transitioning, or a series that's transitioning to the 3rd dimension. Well done, Link. What do you got for us, Tree? Hit me with the bad stuff. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now, I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Yeah, we'll listen to story time. I like story time. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Oh, look at this lad. He's running through fire. How is he not on fire himself? He's also got some thunder going on. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Faror, the goddess of courage. I hope I pronounced that right. Got some crazy stuff going on here. Look at that explosion. What's going on here? All these rocks flying around. Din. With her strong flaming arts, she cultivated the land and created the red earth. Not too bad. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Faror, with her rich soil, produced all lifeforms who would uphold the law. Look at them go. They're going towards the skies. Look at that. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. And golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Very enchanting stuff, if I do say so myself. I'd say it's a pretty good story there. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. Oh, we just get blinded with light. I don't even know how Link is able to see after that, but yeah, sure. But yes, after the completion of the first dungeon in the game, and after helping the Great Deku Tree, we have obtained a very important item here. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the Great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Well, you're looking too good there, Great Deku Tree. Yeah, that's probably, Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Well, I know it was more or less expressive. Goodbye, Great Deku Tree. Yeah, he's not looking too good there. Well, you appeared and disappeared. What do you have to say? Hey, Link, what did you do? The Great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Mido, it's not our fault, bud. He was kind of doomed from the start. I don't know if you were there for his little information dump, but yeah, he wasn't really feeling too good. So I think we should probably heed his advice and probably head to Hyrule Castle. But before we do, we want to take a little bit of a side... I want to sidetrack a little bit. There's going to be a few times where we do this, and to be honest, it's just something that we're going to be doing a fair amount of, and it probably won't stop anytime soon till the end of the game. I apologize, but it's just the way in which I play Zelda. I kind of have a little bit of a particular pattern in which I handle things. So first up, we're in the Lost Woods here. It's a maze of sorts, to put it one way, but if you head right, we got this little log here. If we can aim and hit the center of this log, do that 3 times in a row, this Deku Scrub will kind of appear out. Have a little walk over to the good old target. Cool, you're great. You scored 3 perfect bullseyes. I have to give you a neat present to such a wonderful person. Please take it. And with that, we've obtained the Deku Seeds bullet bag. This bag can hold up to 40 slingshot bullets, so yeah, definitely not too shabby. I'm gonna make a quick escape because that's really what I wanted to do right now. We will be coming back here actually very shortly, but yeah. Kokiri Forest. It was nice to be here for honestly not even an hour, but we're gonna be deucing for now. But as we try to leave, oh, you're leaving. Well, hello there. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link, because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please, take good care of it. And just like that, we're handed another item before we even leave good old Kokiri Village. And it would be the Fairy Ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Set it to a C button and press C to start playing it. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to left, down, or right, and then use that C button to start playing it. You can play different notes with A and the 4 C buttons. Press B to quit playing, or to start your song over again. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. Oh, trust me, we're going to be coming back here as soon as this little chit-chat's done and over with. That I can assure you. See you later, though. We dipping. I just like how Link awkwardly just runs out of there like, oh, I see. Wasn't that neat? But yes, welcome to good old Hyrule Field. This is a very, very spacious field as we're being shown here. And we're gonna have to, let's just say, run through it a good number of times in our adventure. Before we, you know, jump into Hyrule Field here, we're gonna run back. Because, believe it or not, there is something else that we can do with the Fairy Ocarina. And that would be to go right back to the good old Lost Woods. And I know, it seems kind of odd that I'm doing this whole back and forth shindig. I know that I should have probably went for the slingshot upgrade probably after we got the ocarina, just to kind of make it like a one-trip visit to the Lost Woods, but here we are, I guess. Didn't really think too ahead there, but it'd be how it be sometimes, you know? So back in the Lost Woods, back to basically what I'm going to say the shooting range. If you come on all the way down here, and you come up to this little stump here, we got 2 individuals here. If you whip out the ocarina, follow along with our song on your ocarina. We'll lead you into it. So yes, we have essentially a game in where we're essentially playing Simon Says in a way. We just kind of have to follow along their song of sorts with our ocarina, and this is going to take a little bit, not going to lie, because we do have to do this a few times, unfortunately. This being the first time, we'll have to do it again and again. So, hope you're ready for fun times. Is that it? That's it. That was quite a nice session. As a token of our friendship, please take this. Got a green rupee. Ain't that nice? And let's go ahead and play some more. Yeah, follow along. Follow along, yeah, I got you. Now, hopefully these aren't too bad, at least with regards to, the rhythm we have to play here. I don't think I've had too many instances where it's, all that rough, but hey, sometimes you can be... Oh, I already messed up because, I accidentally hit the wrong button. That's a shame. Normally these shouldn't be too bad, but again, if you're not quick to the draw with these, they will basically just hit you with a nah fam. You didn't get it. You're gonna have to do it again. So, when you see that it's your turn, definitely go ahead and, start playing as soon as possible. But don't be too quick to the, don't be too quick getting the notes out, because, you want to make sure you're hitting them correctly, unlike what I did. Alright, I'm gonna cut, and, I'll show the reward, because I don't want to sit here and linger too long on this segment. Alright, with the second one completed, the second reward in which you get is a blue rupee. But we want to do this one more time, so we'll cut back, and we'll show off what the third reward is. Alright, with the third session completed, the last reward you get is a piece of heart. And that's it for them. They just kind of dip.